Well, hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Another beautiful, perfect, sunny spring day here in the South, and I'm going to do this video and go out and get some sun here in a little bit. It's been a great day so far. Just had some jackfruit and mango a little while ago, so I'm definitely a happy camper. Today we're going to talk about low-fat, raw vegan weight loss. It's really not that complicated. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then be sure you click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. We're going to talk some real today, and one thing I want to preface this whole talk with, but this is life in general. A lot of people make stuff up in their heads when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to life in general. There's reality over here, and there's what you like and what you want and your feelings over here. Reality has nothing to do with your feelings. I know that doesn't sound real warm and fuzzy, but your feelings, reality, they ain't got nothing to do with each other. So you just hear people almost like justifying, making stuff up to fit their story. I hear stuff about weight loss and weight every single day, and I'm just like, this person doesn't really believe this. They can't really believe this. I like to believe there's intelligent people out there. I think what it is we just get comfortable telling ourselves little lies and little things to kind of make excuses for why we're not necessarily doing what we want to do. And this weight loss thing, I'm telling you, there's books, there's everything, but on this lifestyle, I don't know how you do. Like, I have the opposite problem. It took me a while. I've finally gotten my weight to a point and it's stable and whatever, but mine was the opposite. I'm like, okay, well, maybe these people, I tried actually the ones that are complaining they can't lose weight, other than dirty stuff or eating garbage, I've almost tried to emulate what they're doing because I'm like, okay, well, if they're gaining weight, maybe I'll gain weight. For a little background too, because somebody will say, well, everybody's body is different. Everybody's metabolism is different. We have different body types. Background, my mother was fat a good portion of her life. She lost weight like in her 60s. I was a fat kid. I mean, just a little roly-poly. I remember in the 5th grade, I weighed like 140 pounds. I think I wore bigger pants in the 5th grade than I wear now. I leaned out and lost weight and was like, a little bit more just kind of athletic looking in high school, although I didn't really play sports. But I was always a bigger guy. I got to college. I got up to 245 pounds. Not fat, not bodybuilder, but I went to the gym a lot and I did eat a lot of garbage food. So I was kind of like a big football looking dude. Point being is I'm not that skinny. What is it called when you're naturally skinny? I forget those ones. Is that an ectomorph or an endomorph? I forget. But anyhow, I'm not that guy that's naturally skinny. The one they always used to talk about, hate this person. They can eat anything and not gain an ounce. Wasn't me. And throughout the years, even after I dropped, obviously I didn't even carry that 240 pounds out of college, by the time, I'd say 5 years out of college, 6 years out of college, I was down in the 200 range. Then I started dropping, and then right before I came to this lifestyle, I would bounce anywhere from 180 to 200. Every time I tried to go back to the drawing board, I got away, got partying too much and gained weight. I was like everybody else. I didn't just like do whatever and drop weight until I came to this lifestyle. And then I'm like, Jesus, this is insane. What's going on here? I eat all day, every day. I eat foods I really like. I never have to be hungry, and I lost weight. Well, of course, if you've heard me talk about it before, in the beginning, I lost way too much weight. I mean, it was just like, I wasn't restricting myself, but I kind of systematically ate less and less, and my stomach got used to it, and I got ridiculously skinny. I mean, I was crackhead skinny. Kind of got that under control, and then I came back around. So the point being is, yes, there are some exceptions out there, as I always have to get those out of the way too, the exceptions. There's people with metabolism problems, there's people with thyroid issues, but not as many people that are saying, I can't lose weight. Probably for every 5 people that are like, I can't lose weight, might be one of them that has that thyroid thing or that hormonal issue or whatever. For the rest, you're just not doing what you need to do. And to follow up on that talk I did yesterday on the importance of hydration, and hydration is important for weight loss, in my opinion, because so many times when you think you're hungry, you're thirsty, and your body just like, I'm telling you, and if you didn't watch, go watch that video I did yesterday. I just saw a profound difference in every aspect of how I felt last spring and summer when I was hydrating every single day, day after day after day after day. Because it'll, a lot of times, you know, when you're thirsty like that, it does kind of make it feel like you're hungry as well. So staying hydrated was going to help you with that a lot. Another thing too, you don't want to get into any of the restriction stuff. Do not fast, do not feast to lose weight. No, 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 no. Even if you do that kind of stuff, that stuff is more for, you know, maybe a one-time thing, cleansing out the body. But what I'm getting at is what I talked about when I think I talked about juices and feast and fast a while ago. Regardless of what you do, you can't live on those. So you're going to have to learn how to eat. So you might as well go ahead and learn like how much you need to take in now. Now, as I've mentioned in the past, yes, calories count. This whole calories doesn't count. That's the biggest bunch of hogwash I've ever heard in my life. Now, I don't sit. Now, that doesn't mean I'm sitting around counting calories. It's just kind of like I understand the volume. In my head, I do the math. Before I've used an analogy, and if you don't play poker, you may not get it at all. Poker is highly about math. The really good poker players, people that actually win on a consistent basis, a lot of them are just next level math geniuses, same kind of people that run hedge funds and whatever, because you're working on probabilities, very small margins. And the thing is some people, like there's some poker players, they sit down and they study and they actually learn the math. They know the math. They can talk the proper math. Other people, and they'll tell you, oh, I don't know the poker math. They do it in their head. They're still making the same plays. So with me, when I'm taking in food, I've kind of gotten to understand like what this volume of food translates over to into calories, and how much volume of food I need to take in daily to maintain my weight, how much I need to gain, how much I need to lose. And generally what I'll do, and I don't consider this restricting, is I know how much it takes for me to maintain, and I don't try to lose, but I know how much it takes to maintain, and I try to eat that little bit more. Not crazy, just 300 or 400 more calories, you know, and put it on. But there is something besides just the relationship to the calories in the body. You know, your body cleanses out. I think what happens is your body starts working more efficiently. Bottom line is the cleaner you eat, the more you can eat. I can't eat enough. Listen, unless I just start really dirtying it up and just throwing in some fat twice a day and really actually trying, I can't naturally eat enough food to get fat on this lifestyle to gain weight. I mean, I might could do it for a week, but then I'd just be like, God, I can't eat anymore. So keep it simple. Keep the fat low. Don't obsess about 100% raw vegan. That's another one there, right, too. Like that meal that I showed you the other day. And I will guarantee you there's so many raw vegans out there that would consider my meal I showed you the other day with the sweet potatoes and the collard greens. They would consider that a fail. Yet, and they would say it, well, I did it to hang on. It was a comfort meal or whatever. They would consider that a failure because it's cooked, but they wouldn't consider a failure making one of these dishes that had, say, a half a cup of cashews, maybe a cup of cashews in there, or maybe had enough fat in there for 3 days worth. Because I've seen that in a lot of, some of the people that claim raw all the time, 100% raw, there's so much fat in those meals. And, you know, the body, to be quite honest, the body reflects it. When you watch these recipe people, look at their books. The ones that are doing certain types of books, lean, athletic looking. There's ones that are doing certain types of books, and yeah, they're not exactly the leanest people in the world. No, not throwing any shade. I'm just saying that's more of a gourmet thing. So you're definitely going to do better eating clean cooked food if you're trying to lose weight than gourmet raw food. So, you know, that's just something else right there. Don't think in terms of, being perfect, or I have to be 100% raw. Do whatever you need to do to get there. Just keep it clean. If you're making your choices from whole plant-based foods, whether they're cooked or raw, your weight will find its natural place. It's just like I say, when we start adding all the processed crap in there, when we start putting too much fat in there, I have no doubt. Once again, I'm not a counselor. I actually tried to help a couple of people one-on-one back a few years ago, and I just don't know. Like, either you get it or you don't get it. I'm not a hand holder. I'm not real good at just like keeping on encouraging. If you just ain't going to do it, it's like, okay, you asked me a question. How do you do this? Well, here's my opinion. You do A, B, C, D, and E. I can't do A, B, C, D, and E. Well, then you got to go see somebody else. I can't really help you with that, because I think if you just build yourself a lifestyle of eating a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, keep it whole food, plant-based, don't get the packaged stuff, the processed stuff, the fake this, the fake that, that's in the freezer section. Eating fresh foods, reasonable amount of fat. You don't need to restrict. In fact, do not restrict. You won't lose weight if you restrict. You might lose weight very, very quickly and temporarily, but it won't keep off. It won't sustain, because eventually you'll get hungrier and hungrier and hungrier and hungrier, and then you'll snap, and then you'll overcorrect, and then you'll be 5 pounds heavier than you were before. So once again, mentioned a few videos ago, Occam's razor. Look for the simplest solution. Look for the simplest solution. I'm telling you right now, it's not that hard to lose weight. And I understand, until I came to this lifestyle, I had never had it this easy. Until you actually feel it and see a little bit of proof of it, you won't believe it. But oh hell, I could know your area. I could probably in 2 seconds, and I wouldn't spend time with you doing the whole setting out a meal plan for you, but I could know your area, and I could know what you have available, and I could say, okay, eat something like this for the day, or eat something like that for the day. It's not all that complicated. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.